Hi guys, I am the French guy lifting, and after a delicious pre-workout and a complete warm-up, I will show you my deadlift session. After a complete warm-up, I directly start by doing deadlift. In order to achieve my warm-up, I will progressively increase the weight. Each time I increase the load on the bar, I execute as many repetitions as needed in order to feel my joints getting warmer. On my previous set, the bar was loaded with 100 kilos. Now this one is loaded with 120 kilos. The bar that I use is specific for deadlift. That's why it's called deadlift bar. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think that this kind of bar is not used in IPF Federation. There is a reason why I use this kind of equipment. It's because this kind of bar is used in federations like WRPF, and it's where I compete. And what I usually say is that it's very important to train with the equipment that you will use in competition, so that you won't be surprised the day of the comp. For example, as you might see, this kind of bar is bending much more than a stiff bar. The stiff bar are the one used in IPF Federation. So this is a completely different technique, and that because you will adapt your technique to the equipment. In order to be more accurate, I can tell you that, for example, the position of your axis won't be exactly the same when you are starting to push the bar with flexible bar, more flexible I mean, or with a very stiff bar. It doesn't mean that one is more difficult or one is easier, it's just two different techniques. While I was explaining things about the equipment, I also increased the weight, as you can see. We started with 100, then 120, 150, 170, and 200, and here is 220 kilos. Now the bar is loaded with 240 kilos, and as you might noticed, I decreased the amount of repetition while I was increasing the weight. I do that in order to avoid accumulating fatigue, so that I have more energy to do my regular sets, and this is almost the weight that I will use for my sets. This one, okay, we can see that this movement is very smooth, and this is the weight that I will use, so this is 250 kilos. Also, what you have to know is that I'm currently in an off-season period, so I won't lift that much heavy weight. My sets will be done with something like 80% of my max, no more. But as I am a simple man, liking simple things, like for example lifting weights, I wasn't able this time to just follow the program, and I just wanted to test with 270 how it is, and fortunately it's smooth. But no worries, for the next sets I will use the weight row that is wrote on my program, so that's fine. Now the weight is 250 kilos, and even my face is saying the opposite. I won't go until the failure, but stop after executing 4 repetitions. You can also see that I'm using straps for the grip. I'm usually doing that when I do sets of more than 4 repetitions. By the way, I'm calling this kind of sets long sets. And you should know that some other members of powerlifting community are calling that cardio, and others are even don't know what it is, and some others are saying that they just don't speak Spanish. This is a second set of 4 repetitions with 250 kilos. As you can see, my face is showing that I discovered a very strange phenomenon during this set. Tell me in the comments if you already saw this phenomenon, but I felt that more I was pushing and doing repetitions, more I was feeling that someone was adding additional weight during the sets. I guess this is a physical phenomenon because, as we can see on the video, no one is adding additional weight without my consent. As we can all see now, the movements start to be more difficult. I even need a rest between each repetition, which is not good. So a reasonable choice will be to just reduce the weight or simply go through the next exercise. So now we can see that I'm trying to release all my strength in order to finish this set, but it won't be enough. Even if I smile very hard, it's not enough. Fortunately, I am reasonable and I won't do the same mistake twice, and I will reduce the weight for the next set. Oh, no. As a great philosopher of our century said, oops, I did it again. Okay, sorry for this joke, this is actually my last set, and you should know that I paid the price of insisting, but I consider that it worth it. My nervous system was on fire, I wanted to faint. I slept very well after this session, but I felt very good sensation, so yeah, I have no regrets. After this crazy set, I can go directly through the next exercise, which is the Romanian deadlift. This is the Romanian deadlift, and for this exercise I will use 170 kilos, which is more than enough in order to improve my lower back stability and also to improve the strength of my hamstrings. I already made a video about how to correctly perform the Romanian deadlift, but it's on my YouTube channel in French. But if you understand French, the video is in the right corner of the screen. Most probably you don't speak French, that's why you should let me know in the comment how much you want this video, and I will make video especially for you in order to explain you how to correctly perform the Romanian deadlift. And I can also do that for the normal deadlift, I mean the conventional deadlift and the sumo deadlift, as I again already did it in French. Now it's time for me to thank you for having watched this full video. Please let me thumbs up in order to allow the algorithm to show more my videos. This was my first video in English, so hopefully I haven't made too much mistakes in English. Anyway, I wish you a great rest of the day, and during this time I will just eat a kilo of cheese. That's what French people are doing.
Sacre Hubert, you are so French.
toi aussi.